Welcome back to the KOAM Morning News. We have two special guests in the studio. On my far right there, Leslie Leckamp, she is the Executive Director of Mosaic Southeast Kansas. And this young lady sitting right next to me, her name is Crystal Bridges. She is a world-class athlete coming out of the Coffeyville area. And Crystal is on her way to participate at a very special event that's coming up in Orlando, Florida. And by the time we're done with this interview, you're going to want to try to help her get to Orlando. It'll be your first trip down there, right?
Yes.
And this is coming, and forgive me on my dates here. June
4th.
June 4th.
To June 12th.
June 4th to June 12th. So now that we've established on the calendar, tell everybody what this huge event is.
National Special Olympics.
This is the best of the best.
Yes. It's the best, the best.
The best of the best. And that's why you are a world-class athlete. And Crystal's actually been competing for more than a decade, 15 years as a matter of fact. But specifically, Crystal, you've chosen to go kind of dominate on the track this year.
Yes.
Tell us about the events that you're partaking in and kind of take us through your practice schedule.
See, the track and field, my coach, Brent Kaiser, is one of my favorite people that I met.
It's awesome.
Like, he helped me through the shot put.
Mm-hmm.
And he helped me practice a lot. I really appreciate him for that because I didn't really know how to do shot put that good. But he taught me how to do it. You gotta turn around and you gotta step back 2 steps and then throw. But you're not throwing up here, you gotta throw with a push.
How have you seen your progress improve through the course of working with him?
I've been doing really good.
And
I think I'll get it.
And you're taking part in a number of track events, that being the field.
Yes.
But you've also turned your attention to becoming quite a track star.
Yeah, I love track. Like, track is my main sport that I like.
Hey, I wanted to ask you earlier, you run a 4x100 relay. Mm-hmm. What's the camaraderie been like as far as getting to know your teammates? And I know that the transition during a relay, it truly is about teamwork.
Yes.
When it comes to the baton pass and whatnot. Mm-hmm. How have you guys been able to put that team together?
See, we all sorted out and we all had Zoom calls. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zoom calls. And we made each other online. And it started out like that. And then we met in person at camp, like I said. Mm-hmm. And I got to meet my friends online and I got to meet them in person. Like, we all built up together and we're just friends now. But the whole track thing is that these people really support me and I support them. Like, they made me feel good about myself. And they're just good people to be around. You know, they seem to want to be there for me. And that's really nice of them. You know, I support them on that. But I was upset the other day. And they kind of got me in the mood to be interactive and be, you know, who I want to be.
So it's truly a team off the track as well.
Yeah, and then on track they helped me situate myself to where I really get the running. Mm-hmm. Like, do the 4x1. The 4x1 is where you gotta take the baton and pass it to the next person. And they run, and then the next person starts on. But
and you can't drop the baton, right?
You cannot drop the baton, because if you do, you disqualify.
Okay.
So, and then I'm doing the 100 meter, I think, mm-hmm. Yeah, 100 meter dash. And I really like running. That's one thing.
And see, that's the amazing thing about Crystal's story here is because while she's competed in a number of different Special Olympic sports over the years, you mentioned bowling and you mentioned baseball, and you say you want to take up volleyball. If you could kind of explain to everybody, your competitive time has not been consecutive. There came a point in your life where maybe you didn't want to take time off, mm-hmm. but maybe you ran into some obstacles. Could I ask you to kind of talk about that story and explain how you overcame those obstacles?
Because when I was younger, in high school and middle school, I kind of slacked some because my parents didn't want me to be in sports and nobody else wanted me to be in sports. So I just quit that mm-hmm. automatically. And I told my coach, I was like, I can't do this no more. I can't do this no more. And she's like, why? You're the best one on the field. And then I was like, oh, I feel so bad. So I cried that day all day long, and then she came to my house one day, and my parents told me that I couldn't do it. Told her that I couldn't do it because she wanted to do volleyball with them. And I love volleyball. I love track and field. I love any type of sports. But once you get me doing them, I'm on it. Like, I just love that stuff. And my parents would never let me and my brothers and sisters do nothing like that. But my brother got to, my stepbrother, my stepmom's son, and he did track and field, he did basketball and all that stuff. But I just felt really bad about my past, you know. And I wish my mom was here, my real mom, but she's gone. And she supported me a lot when I was younger. And her and my dad worked together, and it just kept me going, you know. Like, all these times that I felt down and felt bad about myself, people were there to support me.
What does it mean if we transition from a look to the past and we look at what's coming up in June?
That's right.
And the fact that you're going to be around world-class athletes from all 50 states. Can you reflect back on that journey that you've made to get to Orlando?
Yes.
And what does success mean to you?
Success means to me that I can achieve things. Like, I can do things to myself and meet other people and just make friends. Like, achieve myself to a process where I can do things better. I can be myself, and I can be whoever I want to be. Like, I just feel good about track and field. Like, it helps me.
Yeah.
It helps me acknowledge things. It helps me to be a better person. To know that I can run, I can do this, I can do that. Or volleyball, actually, when I get mad, I just hit the ball.
Yeah.
Or when I get upset or something, I just hit a ball, you know, over the net at home. But I see today I like track more better than anything else.
I think you've just sent us all on our Wednesday journey with life lessons that we can all learn from. I think that's some of the best advice I've heard in a long time. So folks, coming up here at the beginning of June, we are going to get Crystal to Orlando for the Special Olympics, the national competition for the Special Olympics. And not only that, Crystal was telling me she's been to the West Coast, she's been to California. Well, this will be a first trip to Florida, and it's as easy as this. First off, talk to us about the bracelets and the things you were doing as a fundraiser.
For fundraising, I'm doing bracelets, and I just want everybody to support me on them because if you want one, they're $3 a piece. And I don't want no more than that, but I talk to my staff a lot about this, and I just feel like I'm doing better on that, like the bracelets.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm doing them for the National Olympics to help support me more money.
Right.
So
You've become an entrepreneur.
yeah, and I feel like the whole diamond art thing is really good too, because I really like doing that. I like doing things to keep me active, you know. And so I just think things are awesome.
I love it. So, and not only do you have the bracelets, but also too, if you're sitting at home, it's as simple as you can go to your computer or you can pick up your phone. Because if you will type in USA Special Olympics and then Crystal's name, Crystal, Bridges, Bridges, it's going to take you directly to a page where we can all come together, all throughout the 4 states, and make sure that, hey, remember, selfishly, I'm going to say everybody this out there, selfishly, Crystal, yeah, she's had her great success, but also too, I love it when athletes from our geographic region go show the rest of the country
That's right.
what we got here.
That's right. Yep.
Crystal, we're going to get you to Orlando.
Okay.
Hey, now, remember, we want to know your results. And number 2, bring us back a medal.
Okay.
I love it. Crystal, thank you so much for sharing your story. It has been such a pleasure to meet you. Leslie, thank you for your time.
Thank you.
As well. And once again, we'll have all this information on our website. We can all pitch in and help Crystal achieve that goal. And we'll be back with more KOM Morning News on Fox 14 right after this.